let me introduce you to Siddha Vetha Multiversity. So Siddha Vetha Multiversity is the one hosting this webinar. We have these webinars every Wednesday, and most of the time we invite somebody very knowledgeable in the area of healing and the health and ancient wisdom to give us a talk. Um, and by the way, my name is Shri Gupta, and I'm the program director at SVM. So just wanted to introduce you to what Siddha Vetha Multiversity does. So our main purpose of the mission is to bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and modern science. As you probably know, I see people here, and I know several of them. Ancient wisdom, especially in India, was very deep and wide. The knowledge was so great, and I don't think modern science still understands how people could do what Indian rishis and Indian scientists thousands of years. So this is a gap we want to build, and we want to promote this ancient wisdom all over the world. So this is our main purpose. So for to meet this purpose, we have courses, and Dr. Shan, who's present here, Dr. Shan Lakshman, he is a Siddha Veda expert. So he leads these courses where the knowledge is passed down to the students. So things like Marva, Siddha Veda knowledge. So he would hold courses and their workshops. So there are weekend workshops. He'll go to different towns and hold these workshops where you would learn, for example, photomedicine, how to remove your eyeglasses, how to improve your hearing. So those kind of things using our ancient knowledge. And for younger generation, we have a program where young students, like high school students, we teach them how to do research and publish papers in conferences and journals. So this in brief is introduction to a Siddha Veda Multiversity. So I just wanted to also let you know that the next round of workshops that Dr. Shan is holding, the online workshops, there's 4 of them in January. So there's the first one is bioenergy management, pain management, relationship management, psychosomatic deep healing. And these are very, very useful. You learn something that can be very uh, useful for you and your family and your friends. And they are not very expensive. So in order to, so there is instruction here on the lower right hand side. And there's also a QR code if you want to know more about these courses. And if you want to join, this is the way to join. And the US people can make the payment through Zelle. So you can take a photo of this, but I'll put this information later on in the chat as well. Couple of things while we are going through the talk, and I'm hoping the speaker will join. Um, Please keep yourself muted because sometimes there's a background noise. And when we have Q&A, this will be about a 1 hour session. So there will be a discussion and Q&A afterwards. So you can unmute when the Q&A is going on. And meanwhile, while the discussion is going on, if you want to ask any questions, just put it in the chat box. And towards the end of the talk, we will discuss the questions. The other thing is, if you want us to keep communicating all the webinars that happen every week, there is a little short URL here, and there is a short form with where you have to put your name and email, etc. And once you're on our distribution list, we'll keep informing you. And what will happen is after the talk, Dr. Shan is here. So if we want to discuss more about his workshops and courses, etc., we can discuss that. So with that, I think because I don't see the speaker has joined yet.
Yeah. In the meantime, we can invite our Dr. Abhinav Agarwal. So
Well, so Dr. Shan,
about
I'm going to tell everybody what I went through in this place.
right.
Yeah.
Please.
And I can talk about a couple of the modalities that were used. So this place, so I accidentally found out about this place. I was looking at environmental friendly as well as a place which can do naturopathy and panchkarma. Panchkarma is part of Ayurveda, all of them combined in one place. So I came across this site, which is called the Sukoon Eco Village. And those of you who know Hindi, Sukoon really means comfort. Uh, so comfortable, eco-friendly village. That's what it is. So this is in a remote uh, village. This is, and the nearest town is called Mandawa. So it's about 10 kilometers in the rural area outside Mandawa. So if you drive from Delhi airport, it takes about 5 hours. And if you drive from Jaipur airport, it takes about 3 hours. The roads are good, but the traffic, as you know, in India is substantial. So although the distance is not that great, from Jaipur airport is about 160 kilometers, but you cannot go fast, although the roads are very good. So it takes about 3 hours. But when you reach there, it is very comfortable. It is remote, this place, and you can see the image here. So these are mud houses made with lime, cow dung, several herbs, etc. And when you're inside, the air is so fresh and the temperature, when I went there about a month ago, the mornings were very cold and afternoon were quite warm. So it was 10 degrees
We cannot see
warmer.
the pictures.
Well,
We
there's only
cannot see
one.
the picture. We cannot see the
I,
pictures.
I am just sharing one slide. I don't have all the pictures with me. Can you see the slide? Discover Sukun Eco Village?
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I have because the speaker is not here. So I'm sorry about that, right? I don't know what happened to the speaker. They could be having power failure or something. Yeah, that's what I suspect. Uh, let me just check whether the speaker, let me go through this. No, I don't think the speaker's here. So I'm just trying to describe from my own memory what I went through because I was there only a month back. So, so if you stay in a hotel, you have a very characteristic smell in India in the hotels. But in this trip, I stayed in several hotels in Delhi and outside Delhi. But in this place, it was so nice and fresh. There was the other thing that impressed me was there was not a single mosquito. And I think the reason is there was no dirt of any kind, there was no standing water of any kind. And Rajasthan, as you know, is a desert, so there was a lot of sand. Deliberately, he did not put grass in the main sort of play area in front of the building. So that was so good. Not a single mosquito. And I was in several cities, and everywhere there was some mosquitoes or the other. So here, so let me describe what would happen during the whole day. So this is, as I said, this is Panchakarma and Naturopathy Center. So in the morning, we would get up. I was there with one of my friends over there. This is a small place. They have about 4 rooms. So at most, we can have 4 couples, about 8 people. So you really get a very personal attention. So in the morning, we get up. We used to go out for a walk. Very nice, serene environment. Come back. We will
Hello.
get, yes,
Yes, I just talked to Dr. Chaudhary.
yes.
तो उनको हाथ में थोड़ा फ्रैक्चर हो गया है, तो अभी वो हॉस्पिटल गए हुए क्लिनिक पे। तो शायद उनके लिए आ जाना पॉसिबल हो नहीं पाएगा। उन्होंने कहा कि उन्होंने आपको मैसेज कर दिया है।
Oh,
और तो वो
goodness.
यस, कुछ कुछ फ्रैक्चर या फिर कुछ मतलब कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुई है था, उन्होंने कहा हाथ में। तो ही इज इन
Ah,
क्लिनिक राइट ही इज इन क्लिनिक राइट नाउ।
oh,
So
okay.
maybe he messaged Ekta ji and she doesn't have a
Yeah, he
electricity.
must have messaged
Yeah,
Ekta ji was the main contact, and she is out of
right.
power in Seattle. They had a turbo storm last night. and she cannot communicate. I think maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just continue, right? I'll just continue
Yeah,
describing.
you continue.
Yeah. So in the morning, so the first thing they will give us is a warm, what is called a kadha. So it's really a concoction of some herbs, boiled and filtered. So we will drink that. And then there will be jalneti. This is you use the warm water to clean your nostrils. So that is the next thing. And after that, we will go and lie by the time the sun will be out. And when the sun is out in the winter, early winter, it is so pleasant in that open place. So we lie in the open place, the sunlight, and they'll put a little mud pack on our bellies. So that will go on maybe about 30 to 40 minutes, that thing. So that is supposed to tone up your gastrointestinal system in the morning. So after that, we will get a juice of, for example, spinach or neem or some other herbs. And everything, all these herbs were all locally grown in the farm. So we will have this, and then we will go inside. There's a treatment room, um, and then we will be given one of the Panchakarma massages. So one of them is called Abhyanga. Abhyanga is where they put medicated oil all over the body. So you'll just lie there on a table with just your underwears and back and front, except your face and the head. They will do a massage with a warm medicated oil. Feels so good. And probably people who know Panchakarma, they know the concept there is that the oil becomes a carrier of the medicine. And when they do the massage, that medicine goes to each and every pore of your body inside. So actually, that herb is ingested in the body, the skin, and your soul. So that is what happens. So they'll do all that. And then your whole body will be full of oil, dripping with oil, sort of dripping with oil. And then they'll put us in a steam bath. It's a contraption where the steam goes in for about 15, 20 minutes. And then I would sweat profusely. A lot of this oil will wash out. So all that will be removed. We'll wipe it out and relax for a few minutes. And then they will do Shirodhara. This is another treatment where you lie on your back and on the forehead, they will drip a medicated oil. So it'll keep dripping. So this happens about 30 to 40 minutes. It'll keep dripping on your forehead. And it is so relaxing. So the idea is that medicine goes through the hair and your scalp into your head, inside the head. It is so rare. I would normally just doze off during this time. So this would happen in the morning, and after that, you take a shower, you relax, and you will have a food. And the food will be cooked. It will all be local, home cooked food, and most of the ingredients in the food would come from that particular farm or from the farms around there. Another thing to remember: this is the Junjunu district of India, where several very, very rich, and we call them Seths, rich businessmen or industrialists of India come from, like the Singhanias and Birlas and Goenkas and Junjunwalas and all this. So it is a very prosperous, relatively very prosperous district. So you won't find poverty around there. So this is what will happen in the morning. So sometimes one day they will have the, for example, bajra, which is the pearl millet, roti made on the chula, which is really the wood-fired stove. And then they have a lot of local dishes. And I could recognize most of them because I mean, my ancestors come from the Marwari background, and they probably came from around that area. So we will still have the same kind of tradition in our home. So, and in the afternoon, there will be other treatments. There will be, for example, if you have eye problem, they'll do a little eye treatment. If you have a ear problem, they'll do a treatment. If you have a back problem, they'll do on the back. Sometimes they'll do a cupping, and they had a heavy-duty massager, vibrator, with which they'll massage the whole body. So there were several different modalities of different kinds that they will apply. And actually, it was so amazing for me because I have been to so many Panchkarma centers, some very well known in Bangalore, in Uttarakhand, in Kerala. But the treatment that I got here was, I felt, was so much more better. One thing was very personalized, and they could do so many in a sequence. And I can give you an example. For example, if when I was in this is a well-known place in Bangalore, in the outskirts of Bangalore, outside of Yelahanka. It's called AIAM. It's an integrated Ayurvedic medicine system. It's like a 100-bed Ayurveda hospital. They will do one massage in the morning and one treatment in the afternoon, and that was the best. And you'll stay in your room in that place, waiting for the massage uh, technician to come in, take you there when you're turn. So and that was so you were more or less waiting all day till somebody shows up, takes you to a certain kind of massage, and then you come back. So it used to go very slow. Here it was very, very fast. And so I was quite impressed. I tell you, it was not very expensive for for a couple. There's two of you. It's like 5,000 rupees per day for the both, including everything, accommodation and food and treatments, everything. Very, very inexpensive. And also it was a very family kind of environment. Sometime Dr. Tarun's dad will come in. He's a school teacher and he still teaches. He would come in and sit down and gossip with us, right, in the evenings. Sometimes his mother will come in and then she'll talk to most of the ladies, etc. And sometimes the neighbors will come in. They had the cow and a buffalo and all the milk and the buttermilk and the butter and the ghee, everything came out of these animals. So you could be sure that everything is perfectly kosher. There was no mixture of any kind. The water was from underground. Of course, they filtered it, but it was all through the hand pump, underground water, uncontaminated. Uh, it was very well, and they took care of us very well. I mean, so Dr. Khan will come and talk to us and explain to us, very accessible. Their house is just next door where they live, and so their own farmland around it. So for me, I think I was there about 5 to 6 days, and at the end, I mean, I felt so good. The other thing was the internet worked. I mean, you could do anything with the internet. It was high speed. It worked very well. Sometimes there were power failures, which is very common even in Delhi. When I was staying, I saw power failures a few times. So I was not surprised power failures here. But here a backup, the lights will come on very quickly as the power failed. So that is, I think, about it. So I can open up to questions if anybody has any questions about this. And again, I repeat, I'm very sorry. He looks like Dr. Tarun had some kind of accident or something, and that's the reason he could not join. So if anybody wants to ask any.
Sorry, thank you for the introduction and appreciate the what you have sent to me. The question I have is that when they start this Panchkarma treatment, right? Is it like a Panchkarma treatment is Ayurvedic treatment? So before they check, they check the nadi or something to see what doshas you have, and accordingly they start the treatment, or they just do a general Panchkarma treatment for anybody? Is it regarding the body type? They check what kind of ailments and what toxins they have, what kind of situation they are in, and accordingly they um, make the treatment plan and do that,
Yeah,
or everybody it is the same plan?
yeah. No, this is a very good question. Very good question. So in the beginning, when I got in, he did talk to us. What is our problem? What are we looking for? You could be there for general detox of the body. So I did explain these are the problems. And what happens, so what I have seen in the past with other experts of Ayurveda, so for example, when I was in Kerala, it's a very well-known clinic. It was
where
Ayurvedic
where
clinic
where in Kerala, Sri Gupta ji?
in Trivandrum. In Trivandrum,
Mhm.
there's a doctor, uh, I think his name is Sushil Kumar. And he's like a bone specialist in Ayurveda, and his clinic used to be jam-packed all the time. But anyway, I asked him, "Won't you check my nadi?" He said, he said, "No, I don't need to. I looked at you and I know what your body type is and what your problem is." So some people have that knack. They will look at you and they will know exactly. I mean, I knew my body type when I went there, and he repeated the same thing. I'm talking about in Kerala. He repeated the same thing. This is what your body type is, which was Vata Pitta. So, so it could be because I didn't ask him this question, but so the food that I ate and my friend who was there from Chandigarh, I think we
Kulvinder.
had the same food.
Kulvinder,
Oh yeah,
I
Kulwinder,
am
he's
here.
here. He's in the audience. Yeah, we had the same. Do you want to add anything, Kulwinder ji?
So he
I think you missed one treatment, uh, ho- some wrapping on the foot, knee pack, medicated knee pack.
Yeah, there was a American knee pack. Yeah, there was different. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we are in the same age group. We had very similar problems. So we went through very similar treatments. But I would imagine different people have different treatments. But the food was the same. I don't think there was any difference in the food. And it was very simple food, very simple food.
So is he Ayurvedic doctor, or what is his qualifications, Ji? Not the
So,
qualifications. What I'm trying to say is that, so he did not check the nadi or something, but he gave same treatment, like depending, he asks for your problems, and then with the problems, then he come up with the plan of what treatments you will go on, how many days and things like that. Or you just, when you go, right, okay, I have 5 days, and then he comes with a treatment plan. How does it work? I'm just trying to understand basically.
so, so he was trained in Baba Ramdev. Uh, so Baba Ramdev has this training center for Ayurveda and naturopathy in
Mm-hmm.
Haridwar. So
Mm-hmm.
that is where he was trained. He learned everything. So his massage therapist, when he came back, he gathered the local young boys and girls. So for the women, the girls do it, and for the men, these boys do it. And he trained them how to do the therapies. So this is how it is. I think he has been in business for what, 5 or 6 years, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Yeah. And if you go through, you'll find many, many testimonials of different people who have been there. So I wish he was there so he could answer all these other questions.
No, he has a fracture on his left hand. He has sent me a picture
Yeah,
sharing that there is full bandage on his left hand.
yeah.
His
Unfortunately, so
qualification is BNYS, graduation and bachelor in naturopathy and yoga science.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Anybody else? Anybody wants any other question? Any discussion, comment?
Is he Does he has any contact number where we can reach to him and talk to him about the things?
Yeah, if you Google Sukun Eco Village, you'll find it. It's out
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Dr. Shirigupta, this is Abhinav. How many days is the minimum course? Like, can you just go for a day or two, or there is a minimum program that you got to sign up for?
So in his website, he says you should come for minimum of 10 days. I called him. I saw 10 days. I only could do like 5 to max 6 days. I called him and I said, there's no way I can do 10 days. He said, okay. I mean, if you cannot do 10 days to really see a difference, you need at least 10 days. He said, most of the people who come here and they have some serious problem and they want those problems to be addressed, they stay here 20 to 30 days, etc. So I said, I only have 5 or 6 days. He said, you can come in. I mean, you can go through what we have.
And
If you want.
irrespective of the duration, you said the cost is like 5,000 rupees a day. Is that right, Ward?
Yes, for the two. Yeah, for the pair.
For two people, is it?
Yes, yeah, two. Yeah, not each, but two.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's really, from the US terms, it's nothing. Even for India terms, it's not much.
5,000 for your stay, food, and so many treatments in a day. Now, usually in a bigger hospitals, they have hardly one or two treatment in the whole day. Here, at least 6, 7 treatments they are giving each day.
And
Even
it is
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
so
in,
okay.
in, Bang- in Bangalore, just for one Shirodhara, I used to pay 2,000 to 2,500 rupees. Just for one Shirodhara, not for the whole day treatment.
So here for two people, they are including boarding, lodging, all the treatments for 5,000 rupees a day for two people.
Yes, yes. So husband, wife go there, stay in the same room. That's it. It was amazing.
Gupta, I am Dr. Chokkalingam. I'm a cardiologist from Chennai.
Mhm.
I really appreciate. I hope you are all doing a good service for the society. I really appreciate Gupta for briefing. And I am a good friend of Dr. Shan. I'm really happy to see all our friends here in this group. I've been a practicing cardiologist for last nearly 58 years in Chennai. I really believe what you are telling is very good because any disease a human being suffering and they even terminate the life, everything starts from the mind only. The reason it is called psychosomatic disease. They're starting with the mind and reaches the body. It make you healthy or it may make you a diseased one. In that way, I think all of us are focusing how one can be by mind-wise healthy, thereby body becomes healthy automatically. I really appreciate Gupta for narrating everything. And I am now 8 years chuckling him as a cardiologist, never taken even a single tablet. The reason is I've been following what our ancestors left with us. And they all put together must make our society healthy. I really appreciate it. All needed your willpower for that. That is the only important thing. And everything, anything. I will ask you one question to this audience. If heart has to work for 100 years, you should not come to Chokkalingam as a heart patient. What you should do? Only one, because one answer you must give me. What thing you must do, Gupta?
Daily exercise.
Okay, then
Follow
what
Dr.
is the
Chokalingam, right?
Proper
Follow
diet.
Dr. Chokalingam. I mean, this is amazing what you're saying. Thank you for sharing. I mean, this is amazing. You've not taken single medicine.
Yes, I
So
know. No, I don't know
learn
how
from
long
you.
I'm going to live. I'm not worried about my end of my life, but my existence, I must see that must be useful to the society. That is what I am living
Absolutely.
for.
Absolutely.
And answer my question. Suppose heart now talks to you. Now heart can talk to you. What it will ask you to keep heart healthy? What is the thing if it's going to, one,
Doc-
it talks to you, what it will ask you?
Eat
Dr.
healthy.
Yes,
mm,
keep
Eat
pa-
healthy
as
and do exercise.
as
Parutka,
healthy
Paru,
food, exercise. What else?
Parutkar.
Mind.
Positive
Yes,
attitude.
Yes,
yes.
Parutkar.
The most important thing I want to tell my friends here is be happy.
Right.
The moment you are happy, enormous endorphin is secreted in the body and it will make you healthy. So endorphin is nothing but the internal morphine that is going to make all systems normal. That's what I personally feel. So next question, what will give you happiness, Gupta? So happiness is the key for anyone, any disease. And only thing I want to tell all my friends here, any pain, please never take painkillers. Any painkiller will kill you because it affects straight away the kidney. So no painkiller at any moment of our life. If the pain comes, that organ is crying for your attention and try to focus that, remove that one what is responsible for that. Don't take any painkiller. That is what first thing I want to commit. Suppose Gupta and I think Shan is there. What is the way one can be happy? What is the secret of happiness? Anyone can give the answer for that?
Happiness is your choice. Happiness is your choice.
I know
Try
that.
to help
How I
others.
want to be
Try
happy. How will you educate me to be happy? Choice is
make
all
others
right.
happy. Make others
That is
happy,
fine. Excellent.
and you'll
First
be
of all,
happy.
you must be happy to become others, make them happy. How will you become happy?
Try to
Pa,
live what you have.
Yes, the content of life, only thing. The happiness can come only with a peace of mind.
Yeah, correct.
Only attain the peace of mind only by your self-realization. Once you realize to what you are, mind becomes peaceful. For me, suppose in this platform, let there be Modi comes or Biden or Trump, whoever comes, I treat them everyone equal in the world. The reason is, as far as Chockalingam is concerned, out of 840 crores of people, I never consider anyone higher than me. It's not because of my arrogancy. The same token, I never considered even a single human being in the earth below than Chokkalingam. All are equal. So the most important thing, what the knowledge, what you have got, Shan is very clean and clear about it, how you can make people healthy. That's a very important thing. Gupta has been narrating. I really appreciate our ancestors, thousands of years, even 20,000 years ago, they said how the yoga and meditation is a very beneficial tool. The yoga is nothing but joining mind, body, soul. Is a capsule of the yoga and meditation. So you are going away from that. You are losing your inner happiness, getting to all trouble. And whatever the money they saved, they come to me and then they gave their money to me and then make them healthy. Okay, I am trying my best to attend. My aim is joining in this platform is make society healthy by means of understanding what you are. That is what I call. And I went recently about 2 weeks back in Toronto. I gave a very big talk and another talk in San Francisco about 3 months back. 18,000 cardiologists addressed. The reason why I'm saying that one, people are going away from the peace of mind and happiness. They became victim of all diseases, including cancer. Any disease you enumerate, all starts with your mind only. So you can reverse any disease. Then you can be healthy. That's what I usually stress. And most important, I will come back once again, 1 more minute I will take. Happiness, as many are mentioning, is only in giving happiness. Whatever thing you possess, you be in a giving position, will give you happiness. And much more that giving is happiness, much more happiness is forgiving. So giving is happiness. Manifold happiness is forgiving. The two things a human being got from a nature of God, and that one we can make very healthy. So one more question before I conclude. I'm going for another.
See,
My work.
Sorry, Dr. Chonglingama, I was going to suggest that you should give a full talk to our audience in
As
another
Sean
week.
was
I think
telling
that'll be
me,
so good. We can learn
I will
so
do
much
that.
from you.
I'm committed to that, Gupta, and the way in which you have been narrating is really a very great thing. You all joined together to make our society
Yes.
healthy. So only one point before I conclude. How many heart human being has got? Answer this question. How many heart? Yes, right or wrong, please. You
Well,
all
so
must participate.
there's one heart that we know of, but it is not powerful enough to pump the blood through all the veins that we have. So there has to be another system which circulates the blood through the
No, you are
whole.
giving, I mean, I really attempt, I mean, I appreciate your attempt. What is that? How many hearts are there? Many friends are there. They've been answering no.
Two.
Right or wrong doesn't matter. Involving the discussion is a thing. Yes?
Two heart.
Prakash, 2 hearts. Okay. Why I'm saying this one, please remember, there are 3 hearts everyone has got. One is what you are meaning, the real heart, is a very important muscular pump. And 2 more hearts are in the legs. The calf muscle on the right, calf muscle on the left, they are a powerful heart. Unless you keep the calf muscles active by means of walking, cycling, jogging, swimming, whatever way, the blood in the lower limb cannot be pumped up. It can be pumped only by active calf muscles, and that make the your heart stronger. So human beings are meant to be dynamic all the time. In that way, I want to stress those who are here, please communicate to your children, grandchildren we have. Those who are sitting in a place and working for 10 hours continuously, it is equivalent to smoking 20 cigarettes at a time. Please remember that. Many are not aware of it. I am seeing heart patients between age of 20 and 30, both sexes. They earn enormous money, but compromising in happiness. They ought to come to me. Whatever the money they earn, they are coming back and giving to me, which I don't want. That's what I want to put a full stop. So they all earn wealth by losing health. Later on, they think that they by losing wealth they can earn back health. It is not possible. Anything you must be able to work on life balance. Our Siddhargal, Veda, everything tells us that. I'm not giving anything new to you all. So be happy all the time. I really appreciate our group. I'm really committed to give a talk, not now, after some time. I will do that for you. And I really appreciate.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Uh,
Thank you so much.
Doctor, one thing before you leave, like actually in our education system or anything, like we have a PT period for 1 hour.
Yes.
Actually, we are like doing brushing, eating every day. Why anyone is not teaching to do yoga or exercise or meditation every day? You have to do that in your life.
It's a very important point. What is your name, please?
My name is Prakash Ashokan.
You can come to video call if it's possible.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, very good, Prakash. I really because this is technology where within a second I am now with Gupta. Within a second I am with you. The reason why is even in medical curriculum. Okay, I got all the degrees in that. No medical part of the curriculum they tell these points how the mind, body, soul. If they know the trick of doing that, the whole world become healthy. They become thereby wealthy, and there are no motivations for that. very important thing I've been telling World Health Federation, Heart Association, I have been the part of that about 50 years before. But I've been telling them nobody is interested. Gupta, you all may be knowing that. About 50 years before I addressed in Toronto, very large gathering, I told them, smoking is dangerous. They put all these symbols there, dangerous. Then I told them straight away, please, all of us put together, make the cultivation of tobacco must be banned. Then immediately one person stood up, the president at the time. No, that is a very important industry for the government. We cannot touch upon that. So what is the question of one thing you are cultivating, earning money, another one making them to smoke and then killing them? What is the thing? I don't know the irony. I think the day should come to make healthy. Everyone must put a word. So my personal feeling, whatever thing they are teaching or not, what I am telling you, by the age of 10 to 12, when they get into teenage, 13 or 14, the teenage of 13 to 19 is a prime age for the persons to live happily. So if you're going to input the forum like that, what you are joined, and I'm saying here about, say, 16, it must reach 16 million people at the same time we want. That is an enormous power for the social media. And I tell them, okay, instead of educating the people, educating the government or industries, they're not bothered about us. In that case, we all decide to not smoke. The moment you all decide not to smoke today, human beings, what will happen? They have to close the industry. So two things you can attempt. One, you can request them, which will not, we will educate our community, please don't smoke from today. There is a willpower of individuals. Then there won't be any selfless work. That's what I feel. What you are telling, Prakash, very important thing. So most important thing, whatever thing you have, you must give to society. Be happy all the time.
Yeah, that's what, doctor. Actually, I used to tell my friends to don't smoke. Sometimes they will offend. At the time of COVID, I started online like a yoga or exercise class. If you say yoga, most of
Prakash,
the
can I just interrupt? I know it's a very interesting discussion,
yes,
but I think we will wait for Dr. Chokalingam when he has his talk later on. We can continue
yeah,
this.
sure.
But what I want to do is, because we have another 10 minutes left in this talk, I want to invite Dr. Shan and get him to tell us about the workshops. So he keeps doing these amazing workshops, and he is a master of these techniques, Siddha Vetha technique. So tell us a little bit about the 4 workshops he's planning in January, what those are about, and how do you conduct it, etc. So Dr. Shan, if you're there, please go ahead.
Now, before Sean says 1 second, Sean, Prakash has said, Gupta, smoking dangerous. Passive smoking is 3 to 5-fold more dangerous than active smoking. So everyone must do. And I am very confident, Sean, with Gupta and every one of us together, make a society. Thank you very much, Sean. And thanks for this platform, Gupta. Nandri.
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah, thank you. Stay. I'll just announce and about this. So the program that we are looking at, I'm sorry. Yeah. So can you all see?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what is holistic quantum light healing. So see, there are many therapies, Panchakarma, or Shirodhara, other kind of Minimarma, all therapies, different therapies are there. So these therapies are amazing, wonderful, and everything has a different kind of benefit time frame, and depending on body type of people, depending on their convenience, things work. And also nature, how it see how we evolved through many natural things. In our ancient India, a lot of things came up as a function of time also. So as a function of time, some things, according to what is needed, there are some new innovations happen in nature. Nature itself brings some innovations. So we get an upgraded knowledge only when we practice the ancient wisdom. Once you practice ancient wisdom, you get an upgraded knowledge from that ancient wisdom. And those are highly innovative solutions. So some of the things that I'm talking here is out of the ancient knowledge, right? So this holistic quantum light healing is the ancient knowledge. We call it in a quantum, and this is one of the, it is happening in a quantum regime, right? But this light healing, what I'm talking about, is produced from natural oils. So oil we are using for panchakarma. The panchakarma is a transdermal application. The way it works, panchakarma is through application of the oil. Oil directly touches, the medicated oil. Oil is used as a medium, and the medication goes through transdermal drug delivery. So here, this is also a transdermal drug delivery, but using, instead of the oil application directly, using the photons of the light from the oil. So special oils are used, so the photons are generated, and those photons are inserted through the cells to our body, wherever there is a marma point. Those marma points are very in the cellular system. Those are like very good openings in the membrane, like the the cell itself. So there is a lipid bilayer membrane in the top of the cell. If you look at, so they are very loose. That means these are the marma points you're talking about in our body. So when we use this energy, depending on what kind of energy we take it from the oil, the healing process will be different. So I'm using 4 different healing methodologies for this. There are n number of things, but particularly people need energy, because lack of energy, depletion of energy is a bigger problem today. Because of that, we are not able to perform well, at home, at your workplace, anyway. So bioenergy management is a fundamental thing. Then what we call it as pain management. So everybody has some back pain, some headache, migraine. Most of the people have pain. Every day we are undergoing some pain, modern lifestyle. So there are a set of oils that are used exclusively for, the pain management. Then we have what is called relationship management. It's a big, big thing. Because of the lack of the bioenergy management, relationship management also, the relationship also is lost nowadays. We don't know how to manage a relationship after a certain age. Everybody was undergoing a divorce, or they are not talking to their kids, all these things. So our ancient ancestors have found a method. So I'm using a advanced technique that was derived from ancient knowledge, and using certain particular type of oil and methods to bind people together. So that is also it's very, very highly working, all these things. And psychosomatic, if it's a deep healing, we need a little bit of more deeper practices where photons can be taken inside the cell, into the organ, and also into in our body we call the causal body. So we in a physical body, a physical body is the physical body that we see. There is an astral body and causal body. So in the causal body, we are making changes. So this is the deep healing practice. So every month we wanted to give this. It's all online, completely online, and 2-hour workshop. So if you can join from anywhere in the world. I'll tell you what oils and everything to be used. And if you are in a particular area, if you do not get oil, we'll tell you where to buy it from. They will ship it to you, and this is the method, the way it works. So all the description, you can take this, the QR code, right? And you can go to the link, and this link will have, that's in our website. You take to the website, and then you can see more details about what we give under bioenergy, pain management, etc. Descriptions are there. So
So, Dr.
so I
Sean,
can explain to you if you have any questions on this. I'll be able
so
to
one
go.
question. Where did you learn these techniques, Dr. Sean? How did you learn these techniques? Was it
Well, it's these techniques I learned. But did I share the screen or not yet? Did I
you
share the
did?
screen,
Yeah,
right?
we could see the
Yeah,
all the
yeah, yeah.
four.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, the technique, see, I learned when I was a 5-year old. So when I was 5-year old, my parents used to wake me up at 5 o'clock, and they gave two things I learned. One is using the beads, 108 like beans, right? And we have to tell the recitation mantra, Aruppanjodi mantra, right, from Vadalar. And the other thing that I did was they asked me to see the lamp for, the light flame for 5 minutes, like that. I keep increasing that time. So that time I didn't know there was a side effect in that also for that age. But I started to do. But later on, I got some very, very, very close connection to what I was doing. After I learned it from many other yogis who have like way structures, how to do this, how to take that energy, what it will do, etc. So the flame that we are looking at is very highly powerful. That's why in India, lighting the lamp in the house is a very, very important component, because that is doing amazing things, miraculous, passive, like doctor said, smoking, passive smoking. Same way, passively positive energy is only lighting the lamp in the house. So this kind of knowledge was very deep into me when I was very young. And then after doing, I was completely into, all the ancient practices. So all my, yoga, marma, meditation. This was my life. I chose that. I came for this to the United States. One of the yogi blessed me and said, you should go to the United States, and then people will listen to you. So if you tell from India, they will not listen. So then I came here. We started the Siddha Vetha Center. I was responsible for bringing 2 more institutes to the United States in a bigger way. One was the Sky System, which I came here. I was, I founded here, the United States, and then also for the International Vadalar Organization, right, foundation. So these are additional things that I did. But Siddha Vetha was a broader concept where we need to bring all our siddhas together. The concepts, we are limiting ourselves to one kind of religion. I mean, religion means like one guru system, etc. So we need to create a siddha system. Once we bring that siddha systems together, we can get different knowledge. One siddha, whatever is not available from one siddha, another siddha will have that knowledge. So we haven't combined that knowledge like how we are learning physics, chemistry, and all from different people. So that's what the Western knowledge has taught me, which was all in the Vedas and Agamas was done that way only. But in the middle, we lost that. So now I am giving this knowledge out of my experience, more than 3 decades of experience in this kind of area that I've been teaching. And this is a very, the spark of knowledge that I have utilized this knowledge for treating people. I have so many testimonial videos. I will, if you permit, I don't have time permits. I can share 1 or 2. There is a time.
So what kind of improvement have your patients seen? People that you've treated, what kind of improvement you can expect?
See, you can do, normal thing, energy management and all we can do. That is not a difficult thing. But advanced thing like such as a bone healing, like a ligament fix. I've done many cases, right? So all from remote. Okay. So ligament, broken ligaments, broken bones, bone fixing can be done if there is a minor crack. If there is a major crack, as long as the bone is there, then herbal remedies along with that will help. With the herbal, there is also a marma treatment there that need to be done for the bones. But if you have a minor treatment, there is a combination. There is a combination of the mirror and the light, advanced methods. You can even do that. So these all are ancient methods. We haven't known that there are methods to do this. But how to do this? That's what is important here. So that's all possible. It's all possible. I can
Prakash is
share.
asking. So Dr. Sean, Prakash is asking, is it possible to do heart treatment?
Yeah, I see. I'll bring a testimonial to you. I've asked them testimonials for a 2-year-old child with a heart hole in the heart. Was born that way. Okay, the hole closed. The patient, the parents are in one of the they both are faculty professors in Delhi University, and one of the parent was in Pune. They used to travel, back and forth. So they had a child, So this was fixed through this treatment. It was online. Everything was online, right? It was given to the parent. Tumors were fixed. Another Vijay Gupta, Dr. Vijay Gupta was one of the examples. Another Gupta who had in Colorado State University, he had a tumor, brain tumor, several years ago, and he passed away last 1.5 years. It's an amazing person, on our ancient knowledge, but I know him through the Sky organization. So he knew me that we both meditate together, many of the things, but he didn't know that I was healing also. Then he said, we came to online and then said, I had this problem. What do you know? Then I said, we'll do 15-day, 20-day treatment, we'll do. And he did for 15 days this light therapy with the midbrain activation. And his tumor completely, went away. But he passed away only after he lived 7 years. And, last 1.5 years back, he had some other problem with his stomach. So that was the reason for his passed away. And his wife was appreciating during the eulogy. She was telling, and Indra Gupta ji was telling, it's like, I'm not, at least he lived 7 years. I'm happy, not looking at the loss. So there are many cases, such cases, right? But simple problems like migraines and all will go with the bioenergy management itself. Many people I have a migraine, every time. So there are two types, pitta migraines. If you have a pitta migraine is different. Energy deficiency migraine is different. So based on, what kind of a migraine it is, there are more than 10 types of headaches described in the ancient knowledge. So depending on that, we can apply different things here.
I think we should, because we are running out of time, we should ask the audience. Anybody has any other question they want to comment? Because nobody has any question. One last question, perhaps. I mean, if out of these 4 workshops, I see some are much less expensive than others. What is the reason of the price difference? Is it the depth of knowledge, the kind of knowledge? What is?
Well, we are the knowledge level only is different here. It's not about the hours we are giving the same thing, but the knowledge usually it's a good idea if you take. We haven't fixed a package price which we need to give. I think we need to update that. So if you take all the 4, so the knowledge wise, I think this the knowledge wise, the depth of knowledge is a psychosomatic deep healing cannot happen just like that. It is to happen. There is a thing that happens when they bind with us in the realm of that meditative state. So it's completely a meditative knowledge only. psychosomatic thing. Like, so you need like a higher level of knowledge for that. So, I mean, even in one session, they might, because the people who wanted to go to that, they have that problem. So they suffered through other things and they only finally come, right? Who need that. So they are already eligible for that. So like that, the intensity vary from one to another. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Great. Thank you. So anybody else, any comments? And so if you haven't done that, please put in your email, etc., in the chat.
This is Abhinav. I wanted to, just share that most of you might know Negiji. He was, in some of the events in India, and he was also with us at the International Yoga Summit. So he has actually also created such eco villages, 100% sustainable construction materials. He has sourced and used locally with compost toilets and conducting workshops there. So, besides conducting workshops for sustainable construction, where people go and engage as a community in building those houses where they live, you know, introduction of such, like, that is our dream of integrated living community that I've outlined in the last book, Pandemic Connector of Humanity. Anybody wants to read the book, most welcome to ask for a free soft copy from me. I'll be glad to share. So just, it's very enlightening and, very rejuvenating to know that, somebody like Dr. Tarun Chaudhary is taking those initiatives, eco-friendly construction, and doing the healing also in a net negative footprint way. So thank you for sharing all these experiences, and our prayers for his speedy recovery. Unfortunately met with an accident. We understand he couldn't be here today.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Vinod. Thank you.
I'll just quickly share this just for the audience, and then we'll stop. So this is one of the ligament case. Just want to share.
Hello, my name is Shruti. In December 2022, I unfortunately dislocated my right knee in an accident. After some x-rays and MRIs, I was told that I may need surgery due to an interarticular fracture and a loose body hanging around my knee. I was scheduled for another scan in about 2 weeks to confirm this, and within those 2 weeks, I did a daily meditation session with Dr. Shanmugan, as well as 2 daily Vadma sessions, and after just 12 days, the free-floating piece of bone had diminished and the torn ligaments in my knee had started to heal, which is quite uncommon due to the nature of cartilage to heal. It generally takes a long time. Due to these techniques, I am currently recovered within 2 months, and I have my range of motion back with minimal physical therapy, and I am so thankful to these energy healing techniques, and I'm excited to learn more about them in the future.
Yeah, thank you. So this is, I have many such cases I can share in later stage. Those who want. Okay.
It's very good. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think that is it. So thank you for all participants. So any questions, please feel free to send it to us or Dr. Sean here. We have a website, siddhavethamultiversity.org. There's a lot of information in there. So once again, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I think we should, instead of putting the thing, you can just use the form to fill in your email IDs, please, kindly, so that it will stay with us. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.